nested if statements. So what do you mean by nested? Having something inside something is called as nested. Basically a nest which has something. So same way, uh, there's a nested if statement, there is nested loops, there is nested methods, there are many other things we are going to study in future. Nested if means what? If I have a if statement, within that if I want to have another if statement, it is possible. So that concept is called as nested if. Where do we use it? Say for example, I'll check for a condition. After that, again I go for another condition to check within that condition. If the first condition is satisfied, then I want to do for one more check of one more condition. Then I can go for nested if. Say in simplest example I have written here. Say for example, I have num1. I want to check whether the num1 is greater than num2 and num3. So one is I can always use that the boolean operators to club more than one condition together. But here the goal is to achieve the same thing using nested if statement. I can do same. Say for example, what I'll do, num1 is greater than num2. Is this condition is satisfying? Okay, then I go ahead and check if num1 is greater than num3 also. So suppose if the num1 is greater than num2 and num3, then I have a statement here which says num1 is greater than num2 and num3. So this will execute only if this condition is true followed by this condition is true. And let me compile this and execute. Nested if java space nested if. So obviously the number is greater, so it works here. And since this if block contains only one statement, the floor braces are not necessary. And again, you have to understand this if condition has only one statement. This statement belongs to this if block, not to this. So for this also, floor braces are not necessary if you want to deal this way. When do you need the floor brace? When there are more than one statement. Many of the time people get confused that these two statements belongs to this. Not. This if block belongs to this, whereas this belongs to this. So this contains one line and this guy contains one line. So there is no floor braces are necessary. And even you can continue with else block also if you want to add something. So again the same thing if I compile and execute, I would see the same output. So this is if statement. I have given many other example programs in the assignment section. I want you to go ahead and do it, interpret it and understand more about the nested if. Look into the more example sections.